Today in gear. We're just going to talk about some gear. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks. I'm going to show you some gear that's available in the shop. If you see it on here, we have it. But I'm going to tell you about it and then other options also. So I don't even know what I'm grabbing here. Let's see. What is this? This is a stacked micro rig. I'm going to tell you a few things. This is the smallest footprint rig that we build, and this rig is 10 inches across. And the way you can typically tell is the footprint of an M4 mag is typically 3 inches. So you have 3 and 6, right? Because you got two of them side by side. So that's 6 inches. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 4 inches. And then I have half inch of edge tape on each side. So the footprint, I know that comes out to 12, but this rig is actually like 10 and a half inches across. These are stacked mag pouches. They're open top. Now, what that means is you have one mag on the face of another mag, and we have 2 of those, so that gives you 4 mags. We built all these magazine slots to hold AK mags. The reason we do that is because anything that'll hold an AK mag will also fit an M4 mag. It usually works the other way too. Most M4 mags, the AK mag will fit in there. The limiting factor is the lid. But for some reason, there's companies out there that don't work that way because of the curvature of the mag. Their pouch is so tight. So these will fit AK and M4 mags or anything similar. Now, these are bungee tops, and our bungee tabs, they are split. Rather than just sewn together as one tab, comes into an upside down Y. And the reason for that is it will cradle the side of that AK mag where that thing moves, and that plate on the bottom has a little ridge. It catches and sits there. So this will work there, and it'll also work flattened together on M4 mags. These mag pouches are also Velcro lined. There is a piece of Velcro inside each slot on the front and the back for Velcro dot retention. Some guys have never even heard of this. We've been putting this in here for probably close to 30 years now, 25 at least. The Navy, they used to put a dot of Velcro. It's just an adhesive dot, comes on a card. You can buy it in the craft sections. You can also take a piece of adhesive Velcro and just cut a square. You want about a 1-inch dot or a 1-inch square. Anything more than that is literally too much retention, and it's very difficult to get the magazine out. It takes very little for this system to work like this. One side of the magazine, if you have it on both sides of the mag, it's almost impossible to get it out. If you have one dot on one side and it's locked in this sucker, you can be upside down on a rope rappelling, whatever, doing all your cool ninja stuff, your parkour. That mag's not coming out until you really jerk it out of there. You can strip these bungees off and run that Velcro. John, I don't trust that fancy new cutting edge Velcro stuff. I'm going to go with my old bungee stuff. No problem. Put the bungees on. Don't put Velcro on your mag. The Velcro is in here. It's never a problem. You don't trust that fancy bungee, then you can replace it with 550. I don't know what to tell you. That's the same guy doesn't trust the fancy new aluminum, yet every helicopter is made of aluminum. This has dedicated medical pouch on here. This is our compact tear-off. We sell these standalone. We have made a lot of compact tear-off med pouches this week. We have multiple colors available. This one, the panel is just made onto the rig, so it's dedicated. This is a gunfighter rig. You pick up bullets and you pick up bandages. This pouch here, we've made this for a very, very long time, decades probably now. This opens up, it's a quad. It opens up top to bottom, and it opens up side to side. And it's a big kind of cross, like a red cross shape. And what you have here is you've got a big elastic piece here. This will hold a 4-inch, a 6-inch, or an 8-inch bandage, no matter what size. Some of those bandages are a lot fatter. There's more to them, and then they've got a covering bandage on the outside of it. This will fit any of that stuff, and that's why there's so much Velcro here. This thing will go super skinny, or it's got 3 inches, so it'll expand out another 2.5 inches and be really fat, so that you could put way more in this, or you can run it very low profile so that it's smaller. And we've given you 5 inches of Velcro here. So this thing will adjust a lot. And then on top of that elastic loop there, that elastic, there's 2 slots, and you can put 14 gauge needles for tension pneumothorax. You can put NPAs for nasal pharyngeal airways in there. And then you've got slots also here. You can put preloaded stuff if you're advanced and you think you need some of that. It just has slots. You put what you want. You stack your stuff. This pocket over here, we've bellowed it out. It used to hold QuikClot, and you could put 2 QuikClots in there. QuikClot used to be fatter. Now it's all compressed, and it's Z-fold. You can put 4 of those in there. If you don't want to put QuikClot, as if you know, you can accomplish a lot of what you do with QuikClot just with packing gauze, just putting a lot of gauze and pressure in there. And you can run multiples of the compressed gauze. Everything's compressed now and smaller. Used to be you could put 2 H&H gauze in here. Now you can, put multiples of them in there. This does not really account for chest seal, but there are compact hyphen chest seals. They usually come as a set. If you're going to have an entry wound, you have a potential for an exit wound. Those will fit in here, folded up right behind the bandage. Oh my God, John, we can't fold it. Some of them you can fold them up. It's going to be okay. You also have this whole panel is a pocket, and it's got a big Velcro strip inside here. So you can put organizers in there to index magazines and stuff. I don't know why in the world you would want to do that. You're going to feel it. Ideally, if you put this rig in, you've got a gun on already with pistol mags. But you can put flat stuff in here. Your NFA paperwork, your tax stamps, maps, comm charts, power bars, a Sharpie, China marker grease pens, hyphen chest seal will fit inside here. On the bottom of these, you've got these elastic loops. These used to be for ALS pocket smokes, which were badass. And then the ATF decided you weren't smart enough to own those anymore. There are a lot of smokes on the market. As cool as they seem and as great as the videos seem, buy you some of them. Spend $100 or so on each one. I think they're trying to even classify some of those now and take those away from you guys. Do not trust the companies on those smoke grenades. A lot of guys carry these, and in the event of something happening in a 4-way intersection or whatever, they're going to use it for masking smoke, or they've got those little toy flashbangs, basically those airsoft flashbangs. I've recently seen videos of some dudes that really operate in real places around the world, and they're like, I'll use this just as a distraction device. It's about as loud as a shotgun primer. It's a little better. But what I'm telling you is test those out, because we had a bunch of smokes and stuff here from some of the airsoft companies and the Enola Gay and some of the companies that had more of a military ruggedized type smoke. And we were shooting some videos maybe 6 months ago, and we popped off probably 20 smokes altogether, and maybe 4 of them actually worked. And those are kept inside a climate-controlled, out of the sun, out of the heat, out of the moisture, and those motherfuckers still didn't work. So don't trust your life on those things. If you're putting them in your kit and you're leaving them in your truck or in your truck box or something, you got a better chance they won't work than will work. So if you have, we used to buy military smokes for like $40. They're at every gun show. It's now a destructive device. It's literally, you might as well own a machine gun or be the bomber, because they're gonna come after you for the most time. So just be aware of that bullshit. What you do, you and the fence post, I don't care. Don't trust your life. Don't have part of your plan based on those smokes and shit coming from those companies, because a lot of that bullshit does not fucking work. Again, compact tear-off med pouch sits right on here, and then this harness secures it in here. It's stuck on there with Velcro. On the outboard on both sides of this compact tear-off med pouches, there's 2 pieces of pals. It looks like you can put a pistol mag or a multi-tool. You absolutely can. What it is really there for, though, is for a tourniquet on both sides. Cat 7 tourniquet or anything equivalent soft T, run that through bungee, and that will affix it there. Ideally, it lives there. This stays in a box out of the sun. It's not in the back deck of your car catching sun all the time, so those tourniquets aren't breaking down. Yes, we make a pouch. It's called a tourniquet pouch. It will attach right here, and it fully conceals that tourniquet and keeps it out of the sunlight. The sunlight is going to break down a tourniquet more than anything else. Yeah, you could cut it, you could nick it, you could get stuff on it, but the sunlight is really what does the damage on those things. So we do make a tourniquet pouch that you can put here or on a belt or any piece of kit that fully encompasses the tourniquet, and when you grab the tab and pull it, it pulls it out right into your hand, and it kind of deploys it onto your hand. And then you've got pals on the face of these compact tear off on the front of these stacked mag pouches. And on here you can put a triple pistol mag, dual pistol mag, utility pocket, whatever you want on here. You can scale this out. It makes it a little bit fatter. And then you've got pals on the side here too, where you would put another tourniquet or a pistol mag or anything of that size or shape can go there. And we have all of that stuff on the website. It does have the Velcro on the back. This Velcro, I'm not going to rip it. It's super loud on the mic here. It's this big. This is 6-inch Velcro, and it's like 9.5 across here. And that allows you to take our dangler and put it on here, and then you're going to put this Velcro back over it. And that's going to give you a our dangler's almost the size of this rig. So it's going to give you a lot of storage underneath here where you can run a ton of medical, you can run breaching equipment, you can run more magazines, you could use it as a spent mag pouch, whatever you want to use it for. This also has, behind this 1.5-inch hardware, it's got these 1-inch loops here, which we're putting on everything. And we've also put a 1-inch loop here, and then you've got the belt one down here. And what those are for is if you want to run this as a placard on a rig, you're going to take a pair of dikes, cutters, or pliers. You're going to take these 1.5-inch buckles. You're going to literally destroy them and take them off. And then you're going to put a replaceable repair hardware 1-inch buckle on here, males, and you're going to clip them right into your rig. A lot of guys that ask this conversation, that want to have this conversation, they don't have armor that will mate with it, right? You know if your armor will do this. If you don't, if you don't know, your armor probably won't do it. Because that's part of the marketing, is that you can put these repair hardwares on there, the QSAM buckles or the repair buckles or whatever. If you have some webbing right here, that's usually to put a surface. If you got some webbing that's slotted right here up high, that's usually to put that repair buckle, that flat mount buckle, and then these males are going to clip in. And then you're also going to need Velcro right here. It's typically the cummerbund, or if you don't have a cummerbund, you still have Velcro here. This Velcro you'll rip off, and this will mount here, and then these clip in, and then they mount there. Okay? That's what that's for. Now, that's the stacked micro. We just did a run of these yesterday in Multicam Black. There's a quantity of them inside. If you order this tonight, it will ship to you. We're recording this as of Friday. You're going to see this probably tomorrow. You're going to see this on Saturday. This will ship to you Monday if you order it. Here's the next thing on the stack this is a 308 micro rig. We didn't do this last week, did we? 308 micro rig looks just like our AK M4 micro rig because it's very similar. What we've given you is a little bit extra room in the magazine pouch so that this will hold. Our AK M4 micro holds 2 AKs or 2 M4 mags per pocket. This rig holds 3 M4 mags or 2 308s. And just for your knowledge, no matter what gear you're looking at, if you can put 3 M4 mags in there, you can put 2 308 mags in there and vice versa. The footprint's the same. 3 mags this way versus 2 mags this way. You have adjustable lids on both of these, on our AK and our 308. And what that means is this fully comes out of here. And it terminates right here. And the reason we do that is because with the 308, you can cut this off or you can fold this up, and you're not going to use all this surface mount. You're going to lock this deeper in there if you're running older 20-round mags for your 308. That way you don't have this lid hanging way down here. You don't have it catching on stuff. You can adjust this to fit where you need it to fit. And you just stage it where you want. So this will hold all of the taller, higher capacity 308 mags, your P mags and stuff. And then it'll hold all of your 5.56 mags. Velcro, you've got a channel right here. So this Velcro, this is actually built on webbing, and then we sew a cover of Cordura over here. And the reason we do that is you have the abrasion barrier right here from the webbing, and then you have the color matching of whatever the camo pattern or the Cordura is. So it just looks more consistent through. There's a channel here that's dead. It's a dead webbing here that's 1 inch. You can easily grab this and pull this. But that's also a channel. All of our pull tabs, if you notice, they're not sewn on the ends. You can put cord through here so that if ever your cold weather environment or wet or whatever you're doing, you've got heavier gloves on for chem suit, whatever, you can still grab that cord and you can access this easily. You don't have to have such finite motor skills with that. All of our pull tabs almost are like that. If you look at any of our Velcro pouches, there's always that channel. That's so that you can put cord through there in the future, depending what your mission dictates. Utility pocket right here on the side it's roughly 6x6. A box of shotguns fit in here, a box of 12 gauge shells, birdshot, to give you an idea of size, but you have more room. That box is loose in here. There's a patch of 3-inch Velcro all the way across, so it's 3x6. You can put a triple pistol in here and index pistol mags. You can put a dual rifle card in here and index 2 rifle mags back here, P-mags, and you can still put 2 more. This pouch perfectly holds 4. You can index 2 of them so that you don't have to worry about those in that looser pouch as you pull some of those mags out. It also works great for our pull-out med trays. You can put 2 of them in here and organize your medical contents in those. You can also run a single pull-out med tray and a full-size military smoke or 2 PMags. So smoke, 2 PMags, 4 PMags, smoke med tray, 2 med trays, or anything else you want to put in there. Some of the slimmer hearing protection would fit in here. I don't know why you'd put it in there, but it would. I'm just giving you an idea for size. Now, the stacked micro rig, all the same features with the Velcro on the back. You can put the FUPA dangler. It has the extra loops in here so that you can cut the 1.5 inch off and run this as a placard on a rig if your armor will take that. Again, the whole inside is a panel. And on the back part here is a patch of Velcro that's 3 inches by probably 11 inches in this one. So you can put stuff in there and index whatever you want. You could put our 308 or our 7.62 rifle cards in there. They're Velcro backed. You could also put our shotgun cards and index all kinds of stuff in there. Pens, pencils, China markers, any small things that you want to keep. You can put pistol mags in there and put a folding knife, Surefire light, I always go to monocular. You don't hear people talk about them, but it's super compact and it allows you to see things further away and identify exactly what it is you're seeing. And it's about the same size as a Surefire light or a multi-tool. I know there's a kabillion lights out there now, and light technology seems to change every 90 days. I just say Surefire because it's the industry standard, just like saying Kleenex. I also think Surefire fucking works, man. That's the deal. Surefire works. I've got 20 different brands of lights, but at the end of the day, when we know the end of the world's coming, Surefire is the one I'm taking with me. We've got these in OD green. They're 308 micros. I've got AKM4 micros. I've got a stack of them in there in Coyote right now. I think there's a few other colors. The 308s right now, we have a lot of options for left hand. Anytime we run these, the way this works typically is some dude's like, hey man, I've been watching your website and you don't have any 308 micros. When will you build some? What color do you want? I'd really like to have OD green. Okay. So I task them to build this guy who wants OD green. Sometimes I'll put it out and be like, hey, we're going to run some OD green 308 micros. Who wants them? We get 4 or 5 guys say they do. So we're going to run 4 or 5, whatever we have allocated, whatever we have claimed. And then we'll run 308 micros in OD green, not a big seller. So we might run 12 extras. So I'm going to task this. I'm going to go 5 308 micros plus 12 right plus 3 left. Lefts don't sell. So there's always an accumulation of them. So when we just ran these, we already had some left-handers on the shelf from whenever we ran them last time. So we only ran these. There's always a lot of options available for left hand. So if you're a right-hand dude and you're in a hurry, like legitimately in a hurry, guys that are in a hurry typically don't care about color. If you're getting a story about what a hurry they're in and they're worried about their matchy-match shit, it's usually bullshit. This rig is only 3, 6, 12. It's 13 inches across. Right-hand dominant shooter. When you buy a right-hand rig, that means the rifle is in your right hand. That means you reload with your left hand. Guys, every now and then we get a question about that. Right hand means this is your right hand. Your gun is in your right hand. That's what left hand means. So the mags are on the left side. When you go back to any military load carriage system, they were mirror image. It didn't matter. Or it was just mags, right? If you can reach here, you can reach here. So it really doesn't matter whether the first 5 years we even made a micro rig, we didn't offer a left hand. All the left hand guys used a right because they don't care. They're used to it. So I've got these available. OD green, 308 micro rigs. If you order it now, it'll ship to you on Monday. On any of these rigs, you can add an H harness. You don't need it. It comes with also something else that's all of a sudden out of the blue getting asked. These come with shoulder straps. It says it right on the website. And they come with a waist strap. You can order an H-harness, which is more comfortable. More importantly, when you're in a hurry to putting this on, the straps don't twist on the H-harness. It just it goes on and off a little bit easier. And it allows you to run the hydro carrier. We have hydro carriers in there and stacks also. If you order a rig, like you see right here, and I just told you it'll ship Monday, and you add on an H-harness, it's not going to ship Monday. We're going to pull that Monday, put it in a box, and then I'm going to task somebody to build the H-harness. We build the H-harnesses typically as they're ordered. So your order will ship probably Tuesday or Wednesday if you add an H-harness. Don't need it. However, when we go out to a class at TAC Response, anytime we put H-harnesses on dudes that didn't have them, never was a dude like, yeah, I don't need this. He always bought it. It's just a little more comfortable and it gives you more features. Next, we seem to build these all the time. We are never without them. We might not have the color you want, but we've always got the bags. This is a tool bag. I built this forever ago off of the Canvas issue U.S. military tool bag. And we built those. And they were just a little small. When I tried to put just old school DeWalt, I think they were like 12 volt even back then. They were just a little tight. So we made it bigger. I got it to this size after building 2 or 3 of them. And I wanted to add some other stuff to it. So I added full length zippers on both sides. I feel like we talked about this in one of the videos recently. Full length zippers, both sides. So you've got outside pockets. And they're blank inside. Put whatever you want, flat stuff, pill bottles. It's material, right? So even though they're flat, you could put this big ass EMP shield. Hopefully, if you have EMP shields, you're not carrying them around in your tool bag because it's not going to keep you safe from EMP. So what I'm saying is, while it's flat out here, it'll push on to the inside. It's material. But you can put a ton of shit in those side pouches. This is Type 13 webbing. It's the exact same webbing that's in a parachute pack tray where you put your shoulders through and you put your legs through and you step into your parachute. That's what this is. And it goes all the way underneath. So it starts down here, comes all the way up and around back under, and it completely cradles the weight of the bag. You could put 1,000 pounds in here. It won't fit in here, but the webbing will hold it. That's no bullshit. The webbing will absolutely hold it. We took this bag and we filled it up with the coarse gravel. We use 5.7, and then there's another size. The bigger, sharp granite or limestone gravel. We took shovels and filled this up with it. It weighed 38 pounds. There's a video of it on YouTube right now. There's a couple of them. You can go watch it. We took a bunch of people on the back road back here. Route 66, we have 69 here. That used to be the way before the interstate. And it's kind of a abandoned road. They killed all the mom and pop gas stations and shit. It's one of those roads. And we got back there and we took the tool bag full of gravel and we took all the dudes from the shop and we had one guy on this handle and one guy on this handle. We go 1, 2, 3. And what we were after is we tried to throw this bag not as far as we could, but as high as we could because we wanted as many impacts as possible. And we did that over and over and over. And at about 0.6 of a mile, I think, is where we saw failure. And what was happening is the rock is so sharp, it's cutting through the material. It was not cutting through the bottom, wasn't cutting through. It's cutting through where it was single when it would land on the end right here. The bottom half of this is all double. It's just this top because we want the zippers to open and close easier. And what it actually did is it cut the zipper. The rock broke the zipper. The bag was still usable, but the rock was starting to fall out of the zipper because it was unzipping. That video's on there. That's how we didn't build a special bag. We literally took one off the shelf, put gravel in it, went and did the videos. This is also the same bag. If you look at the tool bag video on YouTube, we drove over this with the Toyota Tacoma. It again was full of gravel. We filled it with gravel. We threw the bag. We drove over it. You saw us drive over it in the video. We actually drove over it, I think, 20 sometimes to get the shot we wanted. We were also throwing them out of the back of the truck. We had this bag sitting there. We were throwing cinder blocks on them. That's the same exact bag that you're going to buy when we ship it to you. That's this bag. This bag is double layered on the bottom, and there is a slot in here. Sometimes guys are like, hey, my bag's not sewn all the way. That's on purpose. You can take anything. It can be a piece of plywood, HDMF, it can be HMW, any type of stiffener, cutting board, different types of cutting board. You can cut that sucker, put it in here, make that bag super rigid on the bottom. You don't need it. That's why we don't provide it. We put it in the bigger one. We don't put it in here. You can put anything in there. What it also is awesome for is you can take a couple $100 and put it in there and carry this bag around and forget you have that $100 down there, or $1,000, or I hope you have $10,000 in there. And just forget that you have it. And if you ever need it, you have that money with you. You can put gold coins. You can put anything in there. And if somebody took this bag and got in your car and started rummaging around short of taking the whole bag, they're never going to find that. They're going to have to turn this bag inside out to recognize that it's there. Both walls are lined with 6-inch tall Velcro by, I'm guessing this is 12 to 13 inches. And on these walls, you can we make tool bag organizers, which are multiple size slots. When I built that originally, I was still carrying a digital point and shoot camera, a Surefire light, a Leatherman multi-tool, a pair of handcuffs. I think there was a pill bottle size thing of something in there, maybe aspirin or Advil or something. And then a pen and a pencil. And that's what comes on the tool bag organizer. And it fills this whole footprint width-wise, but you still have room up and down. You could put another card in there if you wanted to. The tool bag organizers, we have them all the time. Any of those Velcro back cards, pistol mag, rifle mag, tool bag organizers, if you order them on the day if we don't have them, we usually build them that same or next day. Those don't hold your order. When we're out of them and somebody orders them, they're open on the inventory. When you order them, we typically run 36 of them. So they go back into inventory. We're always out of some shotgun card or pistol mag card every day, and we run them all the time. On the shotgun cards, we run 50 extras at a time every time we do them. And the shotgun card too, like people see shotgun card, that's kind of a sleeper. You can put that in a lot of places and put pins, chem lights, pencils. Even if the loop is too big, if you have a card for something that's bigger and you put it inside a bag, if you put it towards the bottom, not at the bottom, but towards the bottom, and you put smaller things in there, they will all stay upright and they bottom out on the bottom of the bag. So you can use a lot of cards you already have, even if it's not our stuff. But these bags, each wall will hold two of these small zipper mesh pockets, or one of the large zippered mesh pocket. The footprint's the same. This bag is half of this bag. And while they're flat, they're about an inch and a half deep, but because they're mesh and Cordura, you could put an item in there that's 3-4 inches wide. And these things work great for organizing a medical module, an electronics module, or two more of these. The only time I run the larges, I had a large in my bag for a decade. And what I found is I wasn't carrying any items too big to put inside the smalls. So if you have something that won't fit caddy corner in here, or you're literally carrying, like, I want to carry big screwdrivers, then the big one's the way to go. But what I found is I would put a lot of small shit in here and it would all fall over, and then I was always digging through it anyway. So I was better off having 4 smalls instead of 1 large and 2 smalls. Now these mesh pockets are the same pocket sets that come with our medical backpack. They come in our dual, our bifold tool carriers. These work inside our BBD bags. They work inside anything that's Velcro backed or Velcro lined bags. And the way these came to be is the Navy, they were issued a medical backpack that they liked. They didn't like the organization inside. They were Velcroed internals. They pulled all that shit out. They came in and we worked with a bunch of dudes and they said, these are the things we want to carry. And we came up with these 2 pockets and these fit in there. When we built all of our bags, we built them off of these pocket sets. We've made these for over 25 years now. And what this will hold is 2 1,000 IV bags, lactated ringers, or, sodium, whatever, whatever your bags are. This will hold a 500. but you can have multiple different modules. These work awesome for tools also. You can put all kinds of tool organization in here. You can put a ton of stuff on cards and then put the cards of stuff in these also. You can put smaller pockets like we make a bunch of promo bags we send out for free a lot of times with the promo, which is like our 4, 5, and 6 inch flat pack. They're just smaller. Man, you could put a dozen of those things in here and have different modules. These have Velcro on the face. You just take an opposing piece of Velcro, slap it right on there, and now you can Sharpie or stencil whatever you want on there. So these modules fit right inside there. Again, we run the mesh pockets all the time too. When we're out of them, we run 48 extra pieces like every day. We also build this mesh pocket with pals on the back. And what that is you have 3 strips of webbing, you have a blank space, and 3 more. Maybe it's two blank too. And why those are awesome is you can put these any place that you have any kind of modular or MOLLE gear. You can malice them in. But what they really work for is they don't stick, right? So you could take any of your bags and have these on the wall Velcroed in, and then you could take one of these, and you've got all these slots across here, slotted 1.5 inches. You can put your pens, your pencils, your chem lights. You can put your charger cables down inside there. All of it super organized, sits right down in the middle, doesn't stick to any of that Velcro because there's no external Velcro. It's just that webbing, and you can just pull these suckers out of there. For instance, in like our BBD bags, guys will set them up with a pistol and mags on one side and rifle mags on the other side, and they kind of clamp, they kind of clank. When you put one of these in the middle, it deadens all that, and now you can have a bunch of other items accessible, readily accessible, and vertically and indexed, but still secure. It works. They work great for that. What do we got next here? This right here, let's roll it up and show you what it looks like when it's rolled up. And there's a couple ways you can run these cords. I just run it through here, and then I pull the cord keeper down, and it holds it closed. This is a roll-up, a knife roll-up. Folding knives, multi-tools, lights, watches are great in here. And this is a 5 slot. And we build them in different color combos with different color liner in them. And then we also build them with external color thread if you want it to seen from the outside. This is a 5 slot, and we make a 7 slot. And you can put knife, watch, knife, whatever you want to put in here goes in here. This folds down, and you roll this up. And the bulkier the items, the bigger that roll is going to be, just like so. And this just goes right through here, and then you just hook this over, and you just give you a little bit of tension. And now you can have these when you travel. You can have a knife roll, a watch roll, or toiletries, or anything that'll fit in these slots. And you can see this on the website. We've got videos of these. These have a ton of uses, and we make them in a 5 and a 7. The EDC guys really love these things. Those are available. We've got all kinds of colors and stuff. We build these all the time. Another little EDC item is a zippered knife pouch, and this is kind of a sleeper. A lot of guys are like, I don't need to put a knife in there. You can put $100,000 in this thing. You can put $20,000 in low dollar bills in these things. They're great for trade shows. We've given you Velcro on both sides outside as well as inside. A lot of EDC guys are into Night Eyes and Ranger Eye patches and stuff. There's all kinds of EDC stuff that are brass and copper coins and stuff that are Velcro backed artwork that go on those things. You can put a knife in one side. You can put whatever you want in these. We see guys putting tobacco smoking pipes, like old man pipe. We see guys putting cigars in these things. We do make a cigar case that is a little bit bigger specifically for cigars. The build is the same. They're semi-rigid. And a lot of guys at the knife shows and stuff, you're buying knives that are $1,000, $10,000, $20,000 knives. It's nice to have them inside of something. And you can use this for all kinds of stuff. We see guys carrying testosterone. We do make an injectable kit now also. But we used to see guys putting their testosterone replacement stuff inside these when they travel, and they carry their pens and pencils and retractors and mechanical pencils and stuff. Really, you're only limited by your imagination. We make these in a ton of different colors, and we have a lot of these in different options for them. These are two pretty cool things we started making maybe 5 years ago. This holds a 3x5 Write in the Rain. A lot of guys carry those. So you got your Write in the Rain or your field notes fits inside here. And then you've got 3 slots on the back. So that flat part goes in your back pocket and you don't feel it. And then you've got a pen, a pencil, and a folding knife. Like I carry I've got a little Chris Reeve Sabenza, or any of those little slip joints fit in here perfectly. And then I carry a tube light. Streamlight makes a great little LED light. That fits in here. And then I carry a pen or a pencil. I've got a Blackside Customs pen typically that I carry in there. And it's just awesome. We make these in all kinds of colors. You've got a patch here. You've got a patch of Velcro here. So you can put your patch or whatever you like on there, or you can leave it blank. It's a little lower profile. This is our pocket organizer. When we built these originally, we did these as a promotion. And we sent them out with pocket constitutions inside them. And this will hold, again, a Write in the Rain. And then it has 4 slots here. So you can put a skinny, you can put a pen, pencil, folding knife, tube light, and, Sharpie in there. Fits in there perfectly. And then on the back side, the whole pocket is a zippered pouch. And you can put coins, cash, anything you want a little more secured inside there. It's really a lot of room. Hopefully it's Krugerrands. I hope you're carrying, 20 ounces of gold in there. But SD cards, anything small, cables and stuff, these are great. And they fit right inside a cargo pocket. You've got all your shit organized. Now you just grab it out. You've got the whole module. But it also comes with 2 grommets and a piece of 550. So you can run this and you can adjust this. We give you more 550 than you're going to need. You just cut it and burn it where you want it. And you can run this under your windbreaker so that it's accessible. I think your phone, depending on the case, your phone will fit in these things just like so. We see nurses that are wearing these and keeping their phones in them. So that's right there. You can also run this under arm so that it's not visible. You're not going to get pickpocketed. Your wallet's not in the back. Or you can strip that off. You can leave a little one so you've got a handle to grab it. I don't. When I put it in a pocket, I just take the cord off. And you can carry multiple of these in a bag, multiples inside of any bag, and then have different modules. So you could have your little boo-boo kit. You could have, your charging kit, whatever. And we make these all the time. We have a ton of colors on these things. They're great. Like these are all items that, especially the EDC stuff, I use these every time we leave the building. And when we get back, I put all my shit back away. When we leave, we're usually gone, most of the day or whatever. We're in and out of vehicles and a lot of chargers and electronic stuff. And that's how I organize all that stuff. Last, very much not least, is the butt pack. We just ran these in Coyote. We have them. We might still have some. I know we sold a fucking lot of these last night every time we run these things. And we run them pretty consistently. I'm just going to run down the features, not in any specific order. This butt pack is a little bit bigger than the old GI issue butt pack. You've got Fastex right here. Opens up. And it's pretty good size. You can more than put a 6-pack of beer in there, bottles or cans. It's got a rain fly in here. When you stack this thing up, you can put 2 6-packs of beer in there, probably closer to 3. You've got this huge oversized rain fly. It's drawstring right here. And it's got a cord keeper. You can tuck that back in there. Even if this is poked out all the way, you can still get this lid over. It won't close all the way, but it will still cover the gap up there where that pucker is, or that drawstring. The webbing that holds this closed is 22 inches. You can overstuff this and carry shit in here on the top way bigger and still secure the load with the straps. You also have 22 inches of compression strap underneath. So if this bag is not completely filled, you can compress it way down so that it's very stable and not flopping around. You can also use these compression straps to carry a thermal rest, an isomat, a small compact tent, dry gear, wet gear, whatever, hard shell. You can compress that right underneath there. You can also, carry it right under the lid on the inside also. The lid itself is a zipper. The whole entirety of this is a pocket. So you can put anything that you need more accessible right there, right out of the way. Inside there are two pieces of scuba webbing. There's a platform that's, I guess it's probably 10 inches, maybe 11 by 4 inches of high resin reinforced scuba webbing. That's sewn on the inside. Then on the other side, on the outside, we've given you a handle, which is sewn on. You can actually pick somebody up with this thing, and we do see guys, when this is in conjunction with the LBVs, we see guys pick people up and move them with a combination of the handle on the butt pack and the handle on the LBV. Then you got these elastic loops. These are for pop-ups, right? Your slap flares, your signal flares, parachute flares. Guys use those for RNS sketch kits. They use them for fire starting kits. They use them for all kinds of shit. Put whatever contents, put some rigger tape around it, and then they stick them inside here. They work great. You can carry 2 of those right there. We've given you pals right here. You can put a medical kit here. We have several that will attach here should you want to do that. It used to be SOP for the Marine Corps. All they had to have that stupid fucking plastic box. We still make that pouch, and incredibly, we sell a lot of those pouches because those plastic boxes are out there on the surplus market, and guys use them for other stuff, E&E kits and survival kits and shit. Again, with the scuba webbing, there's scuba webbing inside here, and that Cordura is sewn down and around twice. It's very rigid right here, and this is where your clips right here are. This supports this. On the LBVs, you are going to attach this to your belt. We've given you 2 rows. You're going to attach it high or low, depending how much shit you want to carry and how stable you want this load. And then this clips into those straps coming down below the shoulder straps on our LBVs. All the old CQB vest, patrol vest, land warfare vest, all those rigs. And then you also have webbing on the side. You can put our sustainment pouches, our Nalgene's, our Jetboil pouches, our Daypack side pouches fit perfectly on here. And you can almost double the size of the butt pack with 2 of those Daypack pouches. Almost. I think that's everything on there. There is a lot to building these. There is a ton involved in these. And we just did Coyote. I think I had some black and some OD and black ones in there also. We run these things all the time. And seemingly, we keep doing higher and higher numbers. And I'm like, we'll have these for a while. We can tell guys we've got them, and they're gone before. We do. We send out a text message every night. So if you get on our text app, if you go to our website and you dwell there for a minute, a pop-up will pop up. If not, just scroll down to the bottom and join the text. We're going to send you. I know you're not going to believe this, but we're going to send you text messages every night. Dudes are like, you send me too many texts. Well, you signed up for it. Like, we didn't sign you up. You're going to get a text every night. Monday through Sunday, you're going to get a text. We send an email out. The email only goes out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The email is a lot bulkier and bigger. There's a lot more items. That Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday text is really what we built. If you're getting a text on Monday, we built that shit on Monday. It's here. It's going to go fast. And then I do a video every night at 9 o'clock. It usually sells out. It's gone by Tuesday. Most of the stuff in the text message on the early parts of the week don't make it to the email. We have 120,000 email subscribers right now. We don't merge. We don't buy. We don't sell the list. Those are organic. Dudes came in, input their info, pushed the button. Are you sure you want to subscribe? Jump through the hoops, join the email. The text, I think we're up to 10,000. We really don't even need to do the email anymore. We still do it because there's just dudes that don't use the text app. If you're not on both, you're missing stuff. We run the promos later in the week. All the new stuff that we don't run as often, it never makes it to the email, and it is never on a promo. It goes out on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to the text subscribers. Yeah, you're not going to get any kind of promo or discount or anything. It's very, very rare that we ever run any kind of discount. We will do a promo where you get a free thing or something. So those items that aren't as common or the bigger items, we release those early in the week. So there's not a promo because we can get those out the door and we don't have to wait for the free stuff or whatever. When we ran this Christmas promo, we did upwards of 1,000 sales. We gave you guys a tool bag light and a combat cock, a Santa combat cock. That tool bag light is, it's probably $85 value. It's literally a tool bag light with a plaid flannel, red and black. It's super nice. We got to build 1,000 of those things. We've got boxes sitting around ready to ship, waiting on the free ship. So that's why we do that. We don't run all the big wazoo type stuff early in the week. So we don't have to sit on those bigger boxes and sip that stuff out, waiting for free stuff. I do a live every night at 9:00 on YouTube. Join in. I show the gear the first few minutes. So if you're curious about that, you don't have to watch the whole video. Those videos are dependent on the people on there. Sometimes they go 90 minutes. Sometimes they go 2 hours. You guys type it out and we discuss whatever you want to discuss. That can be current events, a little bit of politics, homesteading, business, whatever. You type it out, we discuss it. If you have any electronics, of course you have electronics or you're not watching this. If you have any electronics and you charge and you have any kind of circuitry, EMP Shield makes a unit called the EMP Shield. And this will protect you from coronal mass ejection, EMP, and lightning strikes. So these are under $200 typically. And if you use code SOE on their website, just at the coupon code, type in SOE, it'll give you $50 off your order. They make these for your vehicles, your side-by-sides, your lawnmowers, anything. Just think if the power went out for a sustained amount of time, let's say 2 weeks, a month, a year, what items would you still like to be able to use? Those are the questions to have. That's the conversation to have. And they insure up to $25,000 every circuit that you have these on. So if you do get lightning strike and it blows out, like my gate opener up there got hit, $1,400 was, by the time we were done installing and replacing, $1,400. You know where we didn't have an EMP shield? On that power box out there. And for $250, EMP shield would have covered that $1,400. But more importantly, it wouldn't have gone out. It wouldn't have happened. So if you guys are on Amazon, we all know Amazon's the devil. I think we can all agree on that. It's super convenient though, and everything's in one place. So if you use Amazon, if you would use one of my codes or links, if you go to any videos, this video, if you look at the description, there's something in there about Amazon. If you just click that, it takes you to Amazon. Doesn't even matter what the item is. Once you're on Amazon, it populates your site with a cookie. Every website does this. Anything you buy in the next 24 hours, it gives us as the creator a little percentage. If you want to help us, or you use Amazon and you're like, yeah, they're the devil, let's give somebody else some money, just click that link. If you're watching this and you're like, I don't like these guys, I don't want to help them any, every creator does this. If you're not using my Amazon link, whatever creator that you're in love with or you gain value from or entertainment, use one of their links. If you see a link to any product they're posting on Amazon, that's what's happening. And it accumulates. Every month, they send a check for the stuff you guys bought. And it's 1 to 2%, and it all adds up. How many people are shopping on Amazon? So if you are, and you enjoy or you get value or entertainment or education from us, please use one of our links. And that sends a little bit of that money to us to continue and helps us to grow this and do this stuff. So if you like these videos, this is the third one we've did. You guys do seem to enjoy them. We'll continue to do them. We'll just grab some current gear that's out there and we'll come out and talk about it. If you have any questions, just type them out in the comments of this video and we'll address them on the next video and we'll continue to roll with this. So have a good weekend. I know that it's early weekend when you're seeing this, and any of this gear that you order, we will ship it out to you on Monday. New Year's is coming also. Don't go stupid places with stupid people and do stupid things. I think we can all agree environment has changed a little bit and things are kind of quickening the craziness and the promotion of being crazy. It's almost as though they are incentivized to do crazy shit. Where are you more likely to have bad things happen to you in a crowd of people on New Year's? Just assess if what you're doing is worth the risk and the reward too. Also, what was that? What's up?
Ray's about to leave. He needs to talk to you.
He needs to be paid. I'll be out in there in just a second.
He has something to talk to you.
Okay. So just assess that, right? When are you most apt to be hit by a drunk driver? That's on New Year's. So do you need to go where you're going? Could it wait till tomorrow? If there's going to be some crazy shit happen, it's going to be New Year's Eve. It's not going to be the next morning. If you don't have to do it tonight, go do it the next morning. You'll know if something's happened or not. Just have that conversation. Take the people you love, do something with just you guys, and then go do something the next day. See you guys. I hope that you are all well, and I hope that New Year's goes great for all of you. And I hope that you do more and accomplish more and have more success and more joy this year than last year. A lot of it is simply just removing yourself from it. If you look at, they say 8 million people didn't send their kids to public school this year. Just, that's the low number for a few states. It was 8 million. And it was as simple as, we're not participating in your bullshit. Now, if your kid is enrolled in government school, the government prison school system, and you decide you don't want your kid to go to school on Monday, you want to have a 3-day weekend with your child every day. Somebody will knock on your door and you'll go to court. And if you continue to do this, they will put you in jail for your kid missing school every Monday. If you don't believe that, test that. If you think that's a government school, head on over there and swing on the swings, you and a couple of your adult buddies, and see how that goes for you. Those kids are their kids. Your kids belong to them when they have them and will be programmed how they want. It is really as simple as not participating in their reindeer games. If you homeschool or Acellus Academy your child and take the control and the power back of the education of your child and do it yourself, nobody's going to come to you and take you to jail for your kid not going to school Monday. You'll also find that your kid is at school between 8 to 10 hours. And your kid will be better educated and further ahead by a year or two in grades in 2 hours of time every day. A lot of the problems we have in life are simply because we didn't say we're not participating. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great year. Leave some comments on this video here, and we will address them on the next video.